evening, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome back to another episode of Stay on Your Feet. I'm your host, Mr. Brown. We've got the face of the franchise, Christopher, and we've got man like Delvinio, all the way from the Shy. You know what I'm saying?
Chi-town
Shy
in the house.
And you could be doing a whole other madness, could be doing a whole plenty of other things to be doing. But today he's here again, on time, before certain other man. In a whole different country, new time zone, everything. Man's here on time. Different time zone.
No. First of all, I was saving kids from burning buildings and that. Like, I take my job very seriously, I'll have you know.
Okay.
Saving kids from burning buildings.
Face of the franchise. Yes, Stay on Your Feet podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe. We are here for the match week 13 round up. So, boys, where do you want to start? Because it was an action.
West Ham, the Hammers.
We're going to talk about the Hammers, do you? All right, cool. Take it away, Chris. Let's talk the Hammers.
Unfortunately, West Ham lost 2-0 to Liverpool, giving Liverpool their first win in the league in how many games?
About 6.
Something
like that. I lost count.
I feel like Nuno, I don't know what happened to Nuno, you know. When Nuno first came up with Wolves, it was like, he was like revolutionary almost. Like his tactics, the way he had Wolves playing, it was crazy. But it seems like ever since he left Wolves, if he don't have Jimenez, RIP, my man, like Jota, if he don't have them man and Adama Traore, it seems like he can't seem to like get things working.
That's not correct. He was doing well at Wolves. I mean, at Nottingham Forest. Got him into Europe for the first time in how many years?
No, he did. He did bits at Forest.
I think honestly, like, because when I was watching Match of the Day, they pointed it out as well from the Liverpool perspective that why is that they can now see that the Liverpool players are trying to help out Isak. I think my only point against Liverpool that I didn't like was the fact that Gomez wasn't crossing the ball like quick enough for like Isak. And like there's one point where it's just a first time cross. Like it's just a first time cross.
Yeah, but what you got to look at is that Liverpool had someone like Trent at right back, and now you got Gomez, he plays more centre back, and he's not gonna have that instinct and that accuracy and that.
Do you know what? I think Gomez was one of the better players for Liverpool. If I'm completely honest, I thought he was all right. And like Gomez said, he's out of position as well, so like he's usually a centre back in it. But I think he done a good job, to be fair. Yeah. And Liverpool didn't really look that great. They looked very slow. They looked very predictable. Liverpool, I don't think they looked that great. They looked better than recent weeks, but then again, it's only West Ham. So
beginning to think life after Salah, because Salah didn't start, did he?
Yeah, that was my next thing I wanted to roll on to was.
Let's talk about quickly. Paqueta getting himself. Let's not say he got himself sent off. Paqueta got sent off.
What is it like? The 84th minute or something like that?
I don't even know. I think it's like first half.
Every other game, man. I feel like he's still on his betting team, bro. He must be on his betting team still.
He's not internet ready. He's not internet ready. Like Ahi, I'm giving him 24 hours. 24 hours. Ahi, he's not internet ready. Like, because you see what he's mouthing off. He's mouthing off to the referee. Everyone, calm down. You know, it reminds me of, obviously, Dolphins in America right now. They've just had their Thanksgiving. Well, over here, we only have like Christmas Day. But you see that Christmas family drama. We always got that one cousin, that one sibling, that one uncle, just that one family member that once they get upset, holding them back is not enough. You have to cover their mouth, hold them back. You have to carry them to another room. You got to leave it alone. Leave it alone. Uncle Darryl, leave it alone. Because they're just going off.
Talking about Christmas. Let's move on to Salah, innit? Because he likes to do the haram picture.
Wait, what?
Let's talk about Salah. No, we have to.
You can't say haram, bro. Like...
Listen, Mo Salah, bro. Bench for the first time. First time in about 160. How many games is it? Something? Does anyone know how many games it was? Actually, I can't remember what the number was. What's the first game that Salah's been benched in? How many? Let me just double check. I can't remember what it was.
He's been benched recently, I think.
No, this is the first time in a long time, bro, that he was benched, fam. Let me have a look. Just want to see how long it's been.
It was quite a long time ago.
Yeah, so this marked the first time Mo Salah was benched for Liverpool's match against West Ham on November 30th. This marked the first time he did not start in the Premier League since April 2024. Yeah, mad. That's crazy, bro. That's a year and a half, basically. It's crazy. But yeah, it's mad though because Salah gets benched and Isak scores his first Liverpool goal. So take that as you will. But yeah, let's talk Liverpool, man. Let's talk Liverpool. Are they back?
So, from what I've heard about Salah getting benched, and apparently, according to my sources, I honestly think, I think Salah has every right to get benched. I'm so sorry. Like, one thing about having a star player in your team is when it goes well, it goes well. And when it doesn't go well, it goes horribly unwell. Like,
you got it wrong.
Star player in a certain position, whether it was Trent, there's times that Trent would have crossed the ball and people would have thought, why is this guy crossing the ball? People, even with Salah, like, there's times where Salah takes shots and you're thinking, but the pass was on. The pass was on. Why take the shot? I think Liverpool have to start preparing for life without Mohamed Salah. And this is the perfect time to do it now. This is the perfect time to start preparing for life without Mohamed Salah.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Law, you was wrong. The last time he was benched and didn't start was 21st of June, 2020.
Yeah, because he said I remember that one. I think
was that in the Premier? Was that in the Premier League?
That was the Premier League. The last time he was on the bench and didn't start Premier League, and that was because remember that was it was all through.
I was going by what it says online, innit? Like that's what I'm saying. Like
I think that was for like another game sort of game. But it says on here Prem.
Okay, well according to it's ESPN that told me that. ESPN shit. I don't know why I even bother listening to them. But
when in doubt, ChatGPT.
Yeah, when in doubt, ChatGPT. But yeah, Mo Salah's been awful. He's been poor. Been very.
You know what?
Has he got a goal or assist this season?
Yeah, he's got goals and assists. I think the downfall was when he started like from end of last season. Before the finish of last season, he was on the downfall.
You know it is, when I was saying almost every other season, this guy is slipping. No one wanted to believe me.
Okay.
When I used to tweet this guy was slipping. People would send me videos, retweet me, like him scoring against United.
Do you think he overachieved last season?
I don't think he overachieved. It's not overachieving. Look at the squad minus Mohamed Salah. Put another right winger there. Why would they not do well in that squad? Why wouldn't they not do well? You got Trent behind him, who, if he cuts in and Trent's on the overlap with the ball, all Mohamed Salah's got to do is get forward. Trent's going to pick him out. He's on his way to goal. You got McAllister. I don't like McAllister for shit. But look at McAllister. Look at that whole team, yeah. They're primed to find him. Their whole point is to just find Mohamed Salah. So I don't think he overachieved. He's in a squad that is basically built to find him and him alone. So, I
think you're right. Though I think it's time for Liverpool to start having.
For life about Mohamed Salah.
If I was them, I'd cash in. They're out the league. They're not going to win Champions League. I'd cash in January. Send his ass Saudi and get some money.
January's too premature though.
Some of that money they spent, that 346 million they spent.
Yeah, mate. if I was them, like I said this before, I said this like last season. I said this last season. Like if I was Liverpool, I'd be looking at someone like Elise. They should have bought someone like Elise before they bought someone like Wirtz.
But why not? And hear me out. This sounds a bit stupid, Joe. But why not sell him in summer and try and bring in Semenyo?
Yeah, they're trying to bring in Semenyo anyway, but he's been extremely quiet lately.
He has, but I can't help but feel, you know, I always think it's difficult for players who are in teams who have less like star players.
Yeah, but I think it's better for you to shine. It's easy for you to shine. Like looking at Isaac, like he got 2 goals this season, and then Volson Trad, and Newcastle's got 6.
Yeah. My man's a baller though. He is a baller.
Yeah, he's a baller, but like you would have thought, you can't really say it's hard to shine out when the guy at the shitter club is doing better than the guy at the the club is meant to be champions.
That's true. But I feel like again the reason why I say that is because
let's all laugh at Liverpool. Let's all laugh at them. Liverpool do you know what? Liverpool getting heat every week. Every week Liverpool getting heat. I love it. Love it, man. But anyway, let's move on.
They don't get enough heat from the media though.
Yeah, they don't. That's why I'm saying we have to cook them when it's time. So I hear that, but yeah, man, let's move on because like I said, we've got quite a few things I want to get through today. So let's move on to Spurs. Let's move on to Spurs and Thomas Frank. Because I'm telling you now, yeah, this guy must be feeling the pressure now. He must be feeling the pressure.
Well, it's not even his fault.
This team is so trash. It don't matter who's the gaffer. This team is trash.
It's just they've got on paper they've got good players.
Lads, it's fucking Spurs, lads. Heavy. It's fucking Spurs, lads.
On paper they got a great team.
They do, but the weirdest thing about Tottenham is it's just Tottenham. It's just Tottenham, lads. Like
bro, this conceded 11 goals in 3 games.
That is a lot.
Heavy.
What did you man put 3 past them?
6.
What did you man put 3?
We put 4 past them.
4 past them, and then Paris put 5. What did Paris put 5?
Past them, and then Fulham put 2 past them. Backside.
But you know what it is, yeah, with Tottenham, like it's weird when I think it was Ollie or Ten Hag who said it, but they said like winning trophies doesn't always like coincide with success, and it's the truth because when you look at Tottenham, you would have thought by now Tottenham would be top 4 this season, if not 3rd, or challenging for 3rd, bossing it by now. No. I'm talking about winning a trophy and like you would have thought that with their first European trophy in however many years, that they would now be trying to push to be a better club, but they just do all the things Spurs are good at doing. Like they bought Xavi Simons. What have they done with Xavi Simons? If you bring a player like Xavi Simons to your club, you assume they build the midfield around Xavi Simons. Solanke or Solanke, as it's meant to be pronounced, because he's actually Nigerian. Like him too.
Is he injured?
Huh?
Is he injured?
I think he's injured.
I don't know where he is, man. I don't know where he is, but
I've not seen him since last season.
Man, at the moment,
on paper,
he had a good, decent start to life at Spurs, but it didn't end up.
He was balling till this time last year. Yeah, he was balling till now.
What? Really?
He was balling till now. This time last year,
I don't remember him.
I don't remember him ever balling.
You know what I'm saying? He had like a good little purple patch when he first
came out. Yeah, small purple patches, tiny purple patches. I don't ever remember him balling out.
I'm not like, okay, maybe I said it, maybe I mispronounced it. Sorry. He was having these little purple patches here and there.
Yeah, he got 9 Premier League goals last season.
That says it all. Purple patches.
Just wonder, with Spurs, like, I don't know where it is, but with Spurs, I just can't help but feel like, although it's a good squad on paper, I just can't help but feel they need another like rebuild or something. There's something not right about that squad.
It's the same team, bar 3 players, bro.
Mate,
Pedro Porro,
on paper,
saying, bro,
you got Malani, you got Tells, you got Xavi Simons, you got Kudus, you got the likes of Van what's his name?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter who the gaffer is. They can't get the best out of this team. They can't get the best out of these players, bro.
That team on paper, you'll be getting at least top
It should
3, top 4 on Football Manager.
Bro, if these Tottenham are supposed to be a top 6 team, they should be up there in the top 6. But you're sitting all 12th and 13th and that again.
But this is what I find so strange about Tottenham is like Pedro Porro has never ever made me. I've never looked at Pedro Porro and thought, damn, I wish he was at Manchester United. I've never looked at Pedro Porro and ever thought that. I'll be honest. I've seen Van der Ven and I thought, damn, why did we never start moving Van der Ven? Or I've seen Spence and I've been like, why didn't we move for Spence?
I think I'm not a massive fan of Spence.
Huh?
I'm not a massive fan of Spence.
Well, I think he's a good player, but I think his attitude and
his attitude stinks.
It stinks, man. It stinks at the place, man.
I think he's a young man.
He's a good player. He's a good player. I like him.
He can be a good player, but his attitude's bringing him down.
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro. His attitude.
Okay, but what do we say? And this may be a little bit left field, but what do we say about them NBA players who are young? They're not really balling the way they should, but they still got this attitude. Or should Dor Sanders, for example, like
that's a bit different. They're taking home 30 million a year.
Yeah, they are, but it's like they're not always performing, but yet they've got the attitude. Like they've got this attitude about them.
Yeah, because they're taking home 30 million a year. You can have that attitude. You'll be taking home 30 million a year and have that attitude. And they're gonna have that attitude.
He's not a particularly young player either to say like, it's not like he's 19, 20, 21. Like he's 25. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're a man now. You're a mature man now, bro. Like them attitudes, them antics you did, disrespecting your manager, walking off. You know what I mean? And all that. Like that's all stuff that should have done years ago.
That's what I don't stand for, but also
man, that's what
I don't stand for. That behavior, I don't stand for it because I always think no matter what, you should never like disrespect manager publicly because if that was Gattuso,
disrespect your manager, but definitely
he would have never tried it with Gattuso.
If that was Fergie, he'd be shipped off to Lazio by now.
You'll get a boot to the head like that Beckham did, family.
He would have toe punted an Alligator through on his headpiece. I think, that bit I don't rate, but also Pedro Porro trying to get at the Swedish midfield you. I also don't rate that as well. You are a seasoned professional. You're on a pitch. You lot have just lost. There's no reason to go at your fellow teammate who's however many years younger than you in front of the whole stadium. That's the bit I didn't rate.
Because he's when the man needs to step in now.
Huh? Yeah, Thomas Frank, like I said, bro, he's feeling the pressure.
He needs to step in now. This is where he needs to like grow some and tell these men like, look, you men are fucking up.
Do you think he's regretting leaving Brentford for Spurs?
This is why I said, when we started the Tottenham conversation, this is why I said that when Oli or Eric Ten Hag said that winning trophies doesn't always guarantee like long-term success, I hear it because Tottenham are clearly a team who won a trophy, a big trophy, and since then they haven't progressed further. I would have thought that at Tottenham they would have been
with the players they brought in, they should have progressed forward.
They should be progressing. Like
the players they brought in, like I said, they got Kudus, they got Xavi Simons, they got Moani, they got Tells. That is a good attacking forward line there, basically, alone with them. But they also got Madison, the likes of Madison, and he's kind of fallen off.
That's what I'm saying. They've got a decent team on paper, but I don't know what is wrong with them, man. Because like I said, bro, it doesn't matter who the gaffer is, they don't get the best out of these players, man. Spurs are meant to be a top 6 team. I don't know if they really are, man. I think other than the stadium, bro, when like what's in their bank account, maybe. In terms of their performance,
director at Tottenham right now, what I say is let's go and try and talk to De Zerbi. If I'm the sporting director, if this don't improve by the end of this month, we're gonna go talk to De Zerbi. Like, let's go have a word with him.
Where's he at now? De Zerbi?
PSG.
He's at Marseille.
Marseille.
Okay.
He's at Marseille.
Just
right. Before he done in the Premier League.
If you look at Spurs' next few games quickly, just to see, kind of gauge. Wow, they got Newcastle away, you know. They're going to say James Park. Licks tomorrow for them.
Is it tomorrow they're playing?
Yeah.
Tottenham got absolutely slapped by Newcastle a couple seasons ago.
This game, who else is playing tomorrow?
Murphy was on them.
Tomorrow's games are Bournemouth v Everton at 7:30, Fulham v
that'd be good.
at 7:30, Newcastle v Tottenham at 8:15.
I'm there.
We're there for that one.
Who's there Wednesday?
Wednesday, you've got Arsenal, Brentford, Brighton, Aston Villa, Burnley, Crystal Palace, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, and Leeds and Chelsea. 8:15, you've got Liverpool and Sunderland.
Who's on Thursday? Is it Man United
Thursday,
on Thursday?
Thursday, you've got Man v home to West Ham.
Ooh.
That one there's a bit technical. You know. Damn. You know what? Yeah, let's skip forwards to Man United, please.
Hold on, before we go to Man United, let me just go down the road quickly. I just want to have a quick mention on Brentford striker. This man here, Igor. Thiago. He is a player, bro. He is a player. He's on 10 goals. The fastest Brentford striker to get 10 goals. So that's a bit of history there. Got another brace. I think only Erling Haaland's got more goals.
Don't impress me. Did
he break the Brentford records? Like set by Ivan Toney?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he scored like the fastest striker to get 10 goals or something, like quickest striker to get 10 goals.
I grew up watching a man like meet you. Like, he don't impress me. I grew up seeing man like Ilorente. That's all
right, bro. All I'm saying is, listen, I like to give them flowers. They're doing their thing. Give them their flowers, innit? When they're not, build them, innit? But this guy here, like I said, bro, I think he's a player. He's doing bits. He's doing well for Brentford.
He's doing bits.
Big boots to fill. We've all said big boots to fill. From Ivan Toney to Wissa to Mbramo. This man was there last season. Man didn't even know who he was. And now look,
next year World Cup, are we saying he should be in contention for Brazil next year World Cup over Richarlison?
If he carries on in the form that he's in, why not? Why not?
If he gets 15, 20 goals, then
I think there's a conversation definitely. If he gets 15 goals.
Side note, because I think like 2 weeks ago, I was watching Brazil versus Tunisia. I'm sorry. Brazil didn't feel very Brazilian watching them versus Tunisia.
Brazil haven't felt very Brazil for a long time. That's what Ronaldinho and their man was saying.
Watching them felt so weird. Like, if you sat someone who's never watched football down before, showed them all the clips of Brazil's national team from like 2002 to like 2018, and then showed them Brazil versus Tunisia, they'd be let down watching Brazil play. Like, I ain't see, like, I only saw one skill. One skill is all I saw. And it was literally like Vinicius Jr. do a little like shimmy past one of the Tunisian players. And for me, I'm a big fan of skill. I'm a big fan of like attacking players. What the hell? Like, not one of them was moving. Like, you know what I'm saying?
One of them was moving Brazilian. Brazil haven't been Brazil. The last real Brazilian was Neymar.
Like, this is a travesty. Everyone in that team played, especially the attackers and the midfielders, played exactly like Europeans. European football thing, I'm not feeling it.
They've been Brazilian
since like 2013, I'd say.
Yeah, they've not been very Brazilian since.
Also, guys, please, on the TikTok, catch me this week. I will be discussing on the TikTok my favourite performances in a final in the last 5 years. Maybe 10 years. Maybe 12. You know, my favourite performances of all time. But aside from that, moving on. Sorry, let's move on to United.
Moving on, yeah. Let's talk United, man. You guys got a win, came from behind, pause to beat Palace. A very
That
good.
was a stale, lucky result.
Yeah, and it was a clever little free kick from Bruno, and then Mount. You know what I mean?
It helped that the wall.
Yeah, man, yeah. It did. It was a clever little move. Still, it was quick.
It was the fact it was done at Selhurst Park. Now, Selhurst Park has been a difficult one for United to crack for the last couple of years. The last time we won at Selhurst Park was under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Let that sink in. The last time we won was under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Selhurst Park. I've been to university, graduated, and we only just won the second time in the last 5 years against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park.
I went uni, got a degree, you know.
I got a whole degree while we were losing or drawing at Selhurst Park. The closest we've been to beating Crystal Palace was, I would say,
well, 0-0.
Last season we came close enough in one of the games at Selhurst Park last season. We came relatively close, but unfortunately we drew like 0-0. But Crystal Palace they're not an easy team to play though. That goes without saying. Crystal Palace.
Liverpool. Ask Liverpool what's like to play Palace.
What? Give
Licks.
But no, like, my issue with Man United is we always find ourselves in these silly positions we don't need to be in. We don't need to be in a position where we're having to play out of our skin to win games. United, Lenny Euro. Let's get on to Lenny Euro as well. Lenny Euro, I don't blame. You know what? He had a stinker yesterday. He had a stinker. It was a stinker. Nothing short of a stinker. The reason why I'm not upset.
He was the worst player on the pitch.
I hear that, but he's young. I think so.
I'm really getting on to him because, yeah, like you said, he's young, man.
18, 19, Steve was like on loan, which I think United, if they were in a better position, probably would have been able to do. But in any Euro, I don't blame, because getting against Mateta is not easy. Look at how
Mateta's a bad man.
He's a serious man. 6'4", bar-led Frenchman.
Shirt tucked in. You get me? Shirt tucked in. Ready to go.
You know what I mean? Like, he's a serious baller. Like, I can't lie, but
I don't know why no one picked him up. No one, like, a bigger club hasn't picked him up yet. So I'm surprised by that.
I think the thing is, it's fitting anywhere. It's fitting at Arsenal. It's fitting at United. It's fitting at Liverpool. It's fitting anywhere.
Striker, bro. You know what I mean? Like, all bag, he's consistent, bro. He's a good player. Very good.
And he's a problem. And even when he's not scoring, he's a problem.
Them runs, making them runs too long, yeah. For real.
But yeah, for me personally, I just think that, respectfully, I don't blame Lenny Euro too much for the goal. I think the referee's a bit of a clown as well. Like, the penalty got taken first time. He's messed up the pen. Why is he allowed to retake the pen?
They've changed the rules. They've changed the rules this season.
Because the ball hit his foot, innit? Like,
yeah.
His foot.
Yeah,
that's I don't think that's even that new, because I've been seeing that for a minute.
They've changed it since the whole Atletico Madrid stuff and shit like that. They've changed the rules. It's got to be retaken if you keep hitting the ball hit your foot again.
I think it's fair, because I think, you know what I mean? Because imagine you kick the ball against that can go anywhere, bro. You know what I mean?
But I think he
scored both penalties, didn't he?
Huh?
He scored both of the penalties, didn't he? Like both the
first one. Yeah, he scored both.
Yeah, so it doesn't even matter anyway. It doesn't really matter.
But he scored either way. But like, for me, I didn't rate the fact that he got to retake the pen. If you mess it up the first time, mess it up the first time. I think, honestly, Adam Wharton's performance is the reason why I think Adam Wharton and Anderson should be our primary targets in the summer. When you look at Anderson play, the way he's played, superb. Baleba, on the other hand, I like Baleba a lot, but he's been so shaky ever since the move didn't go through. And if you can be that shaky because you didn't get a move, what would happen if you came to United and you wanted to leave? So I'm not really convinced on Baleba at the moment this season. But also, can we just chat about Joshua Zirkzee? I'll be honest. I like Joshua Zirkzee just not playing for Manchester United. I'd like him to play anywhere but for Manchester United. I'll be honest.
He's made for Italian league.
He's just not for. It's not. He's not for the Prem. He's just not.
He's not for the Prem. He's not for the Italian. He's built for the Italian league.
No. Jefe. Let me explain to Jefe.
You don't reckon you could do a thing in the French league?
Jefe, tranquilo, Jefe. Tranquilo. See, so what I'm saying is the reason why I say he's not built for the system is because I think in an Oli team he would have balled. He would have balled because Oli could play with a false nine. Martial at times for United played as a false nine. I think he would have balled, just not for Adarim. What Adarim wants is a sharp, top of the spear striker. That is not Joshua Zirkzee. Joshua Zirkzee is like a Gabriel Jesus. They're fluid on the ball. They want the ball at feet. They want to have loads of little touches. They don't want to one touch and smash it home.
Yeah.
That's just unfortunately not who Joshua Zirkzee is. And I don't think there's many teams in the league that can really accommodate what Delvin is saying, which is a ball at feet, technical man. Like, a lot of these teams want someone who's just going to slam it home. That's just not Joshua Zirkzee, unfortunately. So I think Delvin is probably dead right in what he said, that he's just not for the Prem at the moment, which is unfortunate. He's just not for the Prem. I'll be honest. Can we be honest? If Mason Mount isn't gone from this team by the end of this season, I swear down, we don't want to win the league. We have no ambition of winning the league. Diego Dallo, Mason Mount, Casemiro, who else? Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire.
Luke Shaw had a good game yesterday.
He did, and I like it for him, but he's been in for way too long. He's seen every manager come and go since.
You men are gonna start calling Luke Shaw a legend, you know.
God forbid.
It's gonna be a mad team, bro. When I start hearing them conversations, I'm
stuff.
God
will never allow it. You think
bro, when he retires, that's what we're gonna hear. I swear down, that's what we're gonna hear, bro.
God forbid. It's like you not calling Rob Holding a legend.
Do you know what? Quickly, before we move on, yeah, let me ask you, man, this, yeah. I saw this one online the other day, this debate, yeah. It was saying Robin Van Persie, is he a United legend or is he an Arsenal legend or is he neither or both?
He's a United legend. He got us 20. He got us our 20th Premiership League.
I personally wouldn't. It's difficult because
and you always see that volley that won the league everywhere, over and over.
When you put him up next to, it's weird. If you put him next to Rooney, then he's not a legend compared to Rooney. If you put him next to Van Nistelrooy, he's not really a legend. If you put him up to Ibrahimovic, of course he's a legend. If you put him up to Cavani, of course he's a legend. He's a legend, but he's in that weird vein, in my opinion, next to Henrik Larsson. He's kind of like next to Larsson, in my opinion. Like, they're legends or they're cult hero, they're fan favourites. But in the history book, before you see those two as legends, you're gonna keep flicking through that book for a while before you see legends.
Delvin, what's your take on this one?
Chris is probably right. To be fair, he's probably a cult hero. Call him a cult hero rather than a legend. To be fair,
I think a legend. Yeah, I think the legend thing gets thrown around a bit too much nowadays, man. I don't. And as much
it's like the whole world class debate.
Player, but I don't think he was a legend for us, and I don't think he's a legend for you lot. That's
I thought a legend is someone like, if you want to look for a legend is the living embodiment of who Steven Gerrard was for Liverpool. He could have gone to any team.
Who you got statues of outside your stadium? Who you got statues of?
Dennis Busby.
Or I think
Busby Babes.
Who else? Is that it?
Bobby Charlton.
Yeah. But for me, when I hear legend, they're the kind of they're the kind of stature of person or people that I'm thinking of. When I hear legends, I'm thinking raw.
Like,
and then you've got legend, got people like Golsey and the Giggses and the Roonies and that. Mad.
They're the guys who stuck around throughout their whole career. You don't even have to stick around for your whole career, but you have to every season just be outstanding for the club. Just outstanding.
Yeah.
And like Jamie Vardy for Leicester, that's a legend.
Yeah, that's
he was outstanding for Leicester.
A Leicester legend. 100%.
So I think you have to be at a club for a number of years to be outstanding. Or you have to do something not seen by that club ever.
Yeah. I agree. Like, this is what I'm saying, man. Like, there needs to be some set criteria for what a legend is, because, like I said, it's just getting thrown around for Tom, Dick, and Harry, fam. And I'm not feeling it.
For example, if Gyökeres in 2 seasons, let's even say in this first season, if he won Arsenal their first Premier League in over 20 years, their first ever Champions League, their 20th something FA Cup, won them the cup. If he won everything for Arsenal, that's a legend, because he literally done the impossible.
But if he's got to be a fair bit of contribution.
More than once, though, man.
There's got to be goals in it.
Yeah,
you've got to contribute a madness.
I'll be real. If Arsenal win the league, I don't think it'll be because of Gyökeres' goals. It won't be. It will be because of our defense. It will be because of our defense. It will be because of that's what I'm saying. That will be because of these players. Like I said, bro. I think our most important players are Saka, Rice, Gabriel, and Saliba.
I'm not sure about that one.
But obviously we've got depth now, innit? But I'm saying that's our heartbeat, that's our spine, that's our backbone.
I hear that, but the reason
we're gonna win is gonna be because of those 4 main players or 5
I hear
players.
that, but the reason why I disagree is because Arsenal's defense has been rock solid for like 3 seasons now. You've had a difficult defense for 3 seasons and haven't won anything because of that. So I think Gyökeres coming in, he has to be the one to drag Arsenal over the line in games like the Arsenal-Chelsea game. If we now want to switch into Arsenal and speak about the Arsenal-Chelsea game, like that's a game where he had to find a way to get you guys like a goal or 2. That's what a world-class striker does.
I hear what you're saying. But man played 15 minutes and come back from injury. Like he weren't doing nothing.
I hear that, and that's why I say that.
For me, I tell you where we did miss him. We missed him at Sunderland. Where we had like a physical team. You know what I mean? That are ready to, bully you and get in your face and do all of that stuff. Gyökeres, he enjoys all that. He likes the battles, innit? He's strong like that. And he's good for, we missed him in certain games and that. But I think Chelsea game wasn't a game for him, innit? Like I said, he come on, he didn't really do much. But if me personally, I would flung on Jesus. But again, he's just come back from injury, so I don't expect much from these guys coming back from injury. And going at a very hostile London derby. In fact, let's talk about the London derby. The first half, man, was mad. The first half in particular wasn't even football. That wasn't even football. Man was just thinking that man, just trying to snap man's legs and just do a magic, bro.
Caicedo should be receiving a 2-game ban, like at least bare minimum a 2-game ban. That tackle is just not on.
Man, are calling him the Ecuadorian Frimpong, fam. That's his nickname now. Ecuadorian Frimpong.
That tackle is just not on at
all. It was not on, man. That's an ankle breaker, fam. That's you're mashing up people, man, properly.
You can't even justify making a like that. Like that wasn't even football at that point. That's literally you're just too amped. Like
I get it. It's the London derby. Everyone's been talking about you and Rice and you and this, and I hear it. You want to rise to the occasion, but that's not how you do it. That's not.
Don't get me wrong. You can make mistakes, but for me, I feel like that tackle is just so not on. Like, bro, like, what are you doing? You can't even justify a tackle like that.
You got to think what. You got to ask him why. What was your fear? What was your theory in this?
Yeah. Even Maresca come out as well, and props to Maresca as well. I liked what he was saying in the thing. He was like, listen, bro, like, whichever way you want to look at it, yes, we saw it happen at Liverpool when this one wasn't given, but this is exactly saying tackle, and both of them should be a red card. This was the correct thing, and there's no reason for him to do it and all the rest of it. I was like, jeez, finally, a manager actually talking some sense. A manager actually holding his team accountable for their strippiness. Because there was no need for that. There was no need to try and snap man's leg like that.
Yeah,
Like,
I just didn't see.
Mourinho, all people, like, what's Mourinho gonna do to man, bro? Mourinho's soft. Like, come on, man. But yeah, let's get into the derby, bro, because it was a mad game.
So what is it?
Then what did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought that was just... Yeah. But yeah, man, it was a game that ended in 1-1. Obviously, Casado got sent off, so they're down to 10 men. So Arsenal really should have got the win. But it's a hard game, man. It was a hard week. No excuses, man. It was a hard week. We should have won, but Chelsea are Chelsea, man.
I think 1-1 was deserved. It equals honour. They didn't back down. Chelsea still played football, even with 10 men, and still to go 1-0 ahead. Like even when you scored, like you didn't really. I would have thought, like when you scored, I thought, oh, here we go. But you didn't really take over. You didn't really do anything like what I was expecting. Chelsea was still pretty much in it.
But this is what I say, like from time to time and this is what I say, like in games like this is why I always turn around and say that this is why I believe Arsenal just won't win the league. And it's no disrespect to Arsenal, but it's like you need someone at this point to now make.
You said last week that Arsenal going to win the league. Now you're saying this week this is why they're not going to win the league.
Listen.
Make up your mind, innit?
Which one outside, bro?
I'm not doing this whole flip-flop team, bro.
I still think they're going to win the league.
I'm on the outside looking in, but for me personally, this is the moments where we'll look back at the end of the season if Arsenal don't win the league and be like, that's the game Arsenal should have won.
Not really. It's not. I think for Arsenal, it's not really those games they should have won because they normally do win those games. I think it's the games that like the games against West Ham, the games against sort of like Sunderland. Those are the sort of games that you're going to win the league at, basically.
Yeah, because like when we missed out on the league, I think by 2 points. I think we lost to we drew to Bournemouth, lost to West Ham, lost to Fulham. This time
around, Southampton that year as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But this time round, we're beating those smaller teams and we're beating the bigger teams. Respectfully, the bigger teams. Whatever. Yeah, the draw isn't ideal. It feels like for me, it's disappointing. It feels like a loss, but. We had the North London derby. We had to play Bayern Munich in the Champions League and dust them both. You know what I mean? So it's not the worst in the world, but I would have liked to.
You had 3 difficult, high-intensity games in the space of however many days. I don't
think the Spurs. I don't think the North London derby was high intensity as in atmosphere, but as a game, it was a training match for Arsenal. Let's be honest.
This issue though, when you go. Especially when you play Tottenham, you don't know what Tottenham will turn up sometimes. Sometimes Tottenham will turn up and you'll think you're playing like a...
Tottenham are less scary without Harry Kane.
Sometimes you'll play Tottenham and you'll think you're playing Scunthorpe's reserve team or their local community team. So sometimes you don't know what Tottenham turns up to these North London derbies. But what I'm saying is like, games like this...
I told you, these man, yeah... Sorry to cut you off here. I keep telling you, like, Tottenham are just a roided up Fulham, bro, and they're not even better than Fulham. They're not even the white side of London, bro. Fulham are the white side of London. Spurs are so trash, bro. Sorry, man, to get back onto them. But anyways, go on, carry on.
But yeah, sorry. I feel like it's games like this where Gyökeres isn't producing much. Saka's tired. Eze's not really on much. These are the games I look and I think, but who comes off that bench to then produce the goods? Who? Because I think Arsenal have it right to a T. They've got the defense.
Listen, we played these last 3 games, yeah. In fact, we've started the whole season with no strikers other than Gyökeres. Since Gyökeres has been out injured, we ain't had no strikers, bro. We have no strikers. We've had Mourinho is our makeshift number 9. That's it.
If what's his name? If Van Persie wasn't producing, you had Rooney. If it wasn't going to be Rooney, it was going to be Chicharito. If it wasn't Chicharito, it was probably going to be Nani. If it's not Nani, it was going to be, I don't know, it was going to be someone. when you look further back, if it wasn't Tevez, if it's not Ronaldo, it's Tevez. If it's not Tevez, it's Berbatov. If it's not Berbatov, it's Rooney.
I hear that, bro. I hear that. We have that now, but we haven't had a chance to use that because we haven't had a fully fit squad. So yes, we've got Gyökeres, we've got Havertz, we've got Jesus, but we haven't had them. If that makes sense, we don't have them. They play. They're not playing.
And that's the point where, like, hopefully, I hope Arsenal's injuries do like improve, and I hope we do start to see those players because again, I bloody hate Arsenal, but like, you know what? Yeah, I bloody hate Arsenal. That's all I can say. Let me
ask you this. Yeah, let me ask you this.
You can't hate about
who would you rather win the league this season? If not us, then who? If not Arsenal, then who? Don't say you, man, because you're not really up there.
City win the league, I swear it asks more questions about the teams in the league if City win it. That they could have such a shambolic start to the season or shambolic 10 games and go on to win the league. If Chelsea win it, it's like, okay, Chelsea have won their 1 in 7 or 1 in 10 Premier Leagues, and they could just go back to being what Chelsea are. But if Liverpool win it, it's like, what the absolute like hell is going on here? Like, if any team other than Arsenal win the league, we have to ask the question of the league and the quality of the league, and we have to ask the question of Arsenal. If any of
Arsenal the quality of the league, Arsenal win the league. Why do you have to ask the quality of the league?
I said if no, you're not listening. I said if any other team but Arsenal win. So any team that's not Arsenal, if they win the league, we have to ask the question of the quality of the league. And we have to ask the question of Arsenal. So what I'm saying is, if Arsenal don't win the league and another team wins, we need to question Arsenal and we need to question the quality. Because any team for Arsenal not winning this league at this current Premier time, City are rubbish. City probably shouldn't have won against Leeds. Liverpool are like back to being Liverpool before Klopp came. Chelsea are just about somewhat okay. United, God knows, we're just somewhere far from the league. So it's like, this is probably the best time Arsenal could win the league. This is the best time. Arsenal have caught every other team sleeping at the lights. This has to be where Arsenal win the league. If Arsenal don't win the league this season, we really
I don't think any other team is sleeping. I don't think any other team is sleeping. Liverpool were just lucky last season. It was a shit league. And I think it wasn't really Slot's team. It was Klopp's team that won that Premier League. As for City have not been the same since. City have not really been the same because obviously De Bruyne left. They've had to like refocus the whole attack again and how they're going to attack. Their defense is aging. Like, so you've got players that are like and having to bring in new players that might not have been the same mold as the likes of John Stones or the likes of Kyle Walker. So they've had to start again from scratch basically, and their defense. I don't get me wrong; they're playing well, but their defense is hella shaky. You look at their defense and how they defend and how they are defensively. It's not. They're get-atable. You can get at them.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
City had an okay start to the season. When you look at the game against Wolves, you're like, okay, City are back on business. Then they started losing a couple games and stuff. It's a bit shaky. Liverpool,
and that's all because defensively. That's all defensively. It's not to do with their attack because they can attack, and then now you can see they're scoring goals without they're using Haaland all the time. But defensively, they're just not that. And like Rodri's not been the same since injury, and he was never going to be the same after an ACL. Let's be honest with you.
No player really
he's never going to be the same after an ACL. So you got to start again basically. And that's where they're at the minute. They have to defensively look at themselves and think, what can we do? And they've gone out and bought players, but they haven't bought the right players. Let's be honest.
I think
they've bought that Kosovo.
I think Dolvin's right when he says City needs to restart again. Liverpool.
They don't need to start again. Defensively, they need to start again. They need, like Gonzalez. They need to get there because they need to Gonzalez is good, but is he going to be in Rodri Part 2? No. So you need to find out what else can they do to defensively balance that midfield, and then again balancing the defense again. Like they've got great fullbacks, but those fullbacks are attacking players basically. Mateus, he's a centre midfielder. Is now playing at right back.
Right.
O'Reilly is an attacking midfielder playing left back as well. So you need to basically they need to go back to the drawing board defensively basically and see how they can improve defensively.
What they need to do is they need to go buy Bastardoni from Inter. They need to go and look at Upamecano, try sweeping Upamecano, whatever my man's name is, one time.
Upamecano.
Yeah, that's it. They need to try and see if they can cut DeMarco from Inter as well. Because DeMarco's contract, last time I checked, apparently he hasn't signed a new contract at Inter. So try sweep him. They need a right back. So whoever's out there who's a good enough right back, I would have said Hakimi to City, Like
he's not going to City.
Obviously he's not going anywhere at the moment for a while, but that would have been a decent transfer there. But I think City, like we've said, City defensively have just not been the City that we know. Liverpool haven't been the Liverpool. Well, they haven't been firing properly. Chelsea's still in
a building stage. They don't know their best 11.
They don't know their best 11, which is true. Everyone says they don't know their best 11. So this is the perfect time for Arsenal to win it. This is the perfect time to win it because I promise you, if Arsenal do win that league, the following season, it will be more difficult for Arsenal to win it again because City will look at themselves and say, how do we allow Arsenal to win it? Liverpool will look, fuck Liverpool, man. Let's talk about Liverpool. So, City will look at themselves and think, how do we allow Arsenal to win the league? United will look and ask themselves, how did we allow Arsenal to win the league?
Man United haven't even got to say anything of how we win the league. We shouldn't even be in this conversation. We should be how we
conversation either because Liverpool below you, man. So let's
no, 100%. But this is what makes the league very interesting is when you look at when Leicester won the league, what happened to most of the teams that were in the top 4, top 5? They all went out and spent money to make sure teams like Leicester would never win the league again.
Wenger didn't. Wenger didn't spend the fucking. Wenger wants to buy Vardy, bro. Vardy was like, nope.
That one there, that one will always remain so strange to me that he never went to Arsenal way. He could have been on a madness with Ozil and Sanchez.
I think he always knew he was going to become a Leicester legend, didn't it? You know what I mean? After they won this.
He was a Leicester legend. Jamie Vardy on just getting them to the Premier League was going to be
His story is mad, bro. His story is mad. He went from non-league to playing for Leicester in 5 years or something stupid, bro. Mad team, bro.
I think it's kind of like the Zaha thing of why didn't Zaha leave Palace quicker? Zaha could probably tell the manager whatever he wanted to tell the manager. Vardy, same thing. Vardy could tell the manager at Leicester, I'm not training today. I want to sit on a massage table and get a massage. Or I just want to go play 2-touch with a wall. He could do that. At Arsenal, you try to tell Arsene Wenger you're not training today. See if you play on Sunday. I dare one of you try to tell Arsene Wenger you're not training that day. See if my man doesn't just whip out a baguette bread and slap you to the training ground immediately. So it's one of those ones where it's I think honestly, a lot of the top 4 teams, the biggest top 4 teams in the country will look at themselves if Arsenal win the league and say, how did we allow them to win the league? And I think
I don't think you can say how can we allow them to win the league. I think it was eventually going to come. If you keep knocking on the door long enough, it's going to happen eventually. And the recruitment has been the rise recruitment. I still think I still think there's better players out there than sort of like Odegaard and
Oh,
so
100%.
forth.
100%.
But they've got the right players for what they need right now.
Yeah,
But
that's it. They've got the depth, they've got the balance, they've got the profiles now.
That's like when Chelsea, when Mourinho took over Chelsea, he had like an sort of like as much allowance to spend as much money as he wanted, but he didn't go out and buy the best players. He went out and bought the players that he thought would be good for him, like the Idaho Johnsons,
yeah,
the David Duffs,
yeah.
Joe
no,
Coles.
of course. But I think with like Arsenal and the league, it always reminds me of Atletico trying to win the Champions League. Atletico went in 2014, and Atletico were literally minutes away from winning the Champions League. Sergio Ramos, Di Maria, Gareth Bale, Ronaldo said no way. They went again in 2016, penalties. Ronaldo said no chance. It's like Atletico, no matter how hard Atletico tried to win the Champions League, it just wasn't going to happen for them.
Yeah, but I think that's it's a different story in that case due to the fact that Atletico haven't really spent. They've spent well. If you look at the net spend,
they weren't big boy spenders, because when you look at the team they bought for like that 2014 final, they weren't big spenders. When you look at the team for the 2016 final, Griezmann came from Real Sociedad to Atletico. And that always reminds me, sorry, side note, 5 seconds. That always reminds me of the fact that I watched Real Sociedad versus Man United in 2013-14 season. And I said, I like this guy, Real Sociedad. The guy with the white hair and the Puma boots, clean. Cleanest player I'd ever seen as an attacker, left-footed. Against United, I said, we should buy this guy. And what happened? The prick went and turned up at fucking Atletico. Wanker. What a wanker. But then, sorry,
that's like Aguero. We should have bought Aguero.
We should have got
Fernando. There's bare players you man should have bought.
We should have caught Griezmann. The fact we caught Pogba and not Griezmann as well, that is criminal. If we caught Pogba and Griezmann relatively at the same time, I'm telling you, we would have been on violence, because them already. But Griezmann, some of the goals Griezmann scored, it's a crime that it wasn't a Puskas award goal. Some of them goals, it's a crime they weren't Puskas goals. But yeah, sorry, to round off my Arsenal point altogether, Arsenal are doing everything right. They are trying to climb the stairs, and I admire them for trying to climb the stairs. Whether they get to the top, we don't know till the end of the season. But I just feel like Arsenal need someone who will be able to grind out the results. They need their own version of a Jesse Lingard, in my opinion. Someone who's not amazing, but damn, when they come on the pitch, they can just grab a quick goal. They can just take a quick goal, which Jesse Lingard was good at doing. So Arsenal need their Jesse Lingard. Who that's going to be, I don't know, but I'm very interested to see.
We've got Leo Trossard, man. That's good enough for me.
I hear it.
You know
Any more?
Yeah, we've got any hot takes? We've got anything else you guys want to talk about, mention, put it out in the world? That's me for the day.
You know who I've got an issue with?
Go on.
I've got an issue with Real Madrid.
Why?
Issue with Madrid. All of this, they're doing to try to. Because I read something today that these lot are trying to get out Xabi Alonso or whatever, or they had a meeting with some senior players. Leave Xabi Alonso alone. This is why Madrid can never have a long term. This is why their success, it can never be like a Sir Alex Ferguson thing or an Arsene Wenger thing. It can never be that. Because they don't understand. You got to go through shit periods. Every team has to go through a shit period. Barcelona have gone through their shit period. Madrid always fail to do that. And yeah, you can keep winning these trophies, but if there's no long-term project, it's kind of shit. Or maybe Real Madrid have clocked that there's no such thing as a long-term project. Maybe they clocked there's no such thing as a long-term project.
I don't know, but are they companies sitting top of their table?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. There must be.
For me, right. I just don't like the things and the little rumors I'm hearing that these lot aren't fucking with Alonso and they want him out, apparently. I just don't mess with that. Like, leave the man alone. Like, let him thing. Like he's gonna cook. Let him cook.
Let
Another team I got an issue with is Wolves. Now I can't wait to see Wolves get relegated. I can't wait. Oh, I'm gassed. I can't wait to see them motherfuckers get relegated.
Your Wolves personal vendetta against Wolves is
I
mad.
did for your relegation.
Any team in yellow blood, like, come on,
I
loud.
hate Wolverhampton with passion in my heart.
You do.
Like, what a shit team. You're shit. A Wolverhampton fan, you're shit. If you like Wolves, you ain't shit. If you live in Wolverhampton, you're shit. If you like your club, you ain't shit. Like, I hate them lot with a passion in my heart. Like, you see on EAFC, yeah, anytime I get the opportunity to swap out clubs from the Prem, I always swap out Wolves immediately. You know teams I do like that aren't in the Prem? I like Stoke. I like West Brom. I like Leyton Orient. I like Dagenham and Redbridge. Southend. Yeah? Like, those are the teams I rate.
Man's screaming ends. Man's just screaming all the ends.
That's right.
Like it's a
West Brom
postcode war.
always have a place in my heart.
Oh my days. This
Aldershot FC. Shout out them. Yeah?
Hey, so what we doing? We're throwing a party when Wolves get relegated, yeah?
Yeah, we are.
Right,
We
cool.
are.
Relegation party.
We are throwing a party. Fuck Wolves. Wolverhampton's a shithole, like Donny said, yeah. Like,
I'll take Noni.
fucking hate Hampton.
But yeah, boys, on that note, I think we should call it a night. We should round up the show before it gets too mad, because I can feel it going left when it's actually been alright. It's gonna go left, but it's been going right. So that's what it is. But yeah, man, listen. We've been still on your feet. I've been Mr. Brown. He's been Christopher. He's been Delvinio. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and love.
Peace and love.